All right, 8th graders, lesson 73, formulas for sequences. Sequences just take some trial and error, good old-fashioned mathematics. So we'll take a look here. All right, here we see some examples. You put in a 1, you get out a 3. You put in a 2, you get out a 6. You put in a 3, you get out a 9. You put in a 4, you get out a 12. So what is the formula? Well, it looks like we're multiplying by 3. So we would say the formula here is you put in a n and you multiply that by a 3, and then you will get out an answer, and it will be for we put a little lower in here, it'll tell for the fourth one. So if we put in a 4 here for the n, 4 times 3 is 12, and that means the fourth number. That's why the little n here, the fourth number will be a 12. So if I were to rewrite it here just in a different color, you'd say you would have 4 times 3 equals 12, which is the fourth number. So there we've put in all the information that goes in here with numbers instead of just letters. So the goal is going to be to solve some of these different things. Let's look at example 1. Find the 8th and 9th term of a sequence generated by the formula a to the n. So the nth will be the 8th and the 9th, and 3n. So if I put in an 8, 8 times 3 is 24, so I'm going to get out a 24. And if I put in a 9, 9 times 3 is 27, so I will get out a 27. So we would say, you could say a big A to the 8th and 8th, and so really I should be writing it A to the 8th equals 24, and A to the 9th equals 27. So that would be the proper way to write those. In example 2, find the next two terms in each sequence. So let's do that. First you start here, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So if I put in a 1 for this first number here, I can put a 1 above that, and then a 2, and a 3, and then a 4, and a 5. What am I doing to get out? Well, the first term, these first ones, it looks like I'm multiplying each one by 2. So the next term, 32 times 2 will be 64, and 64 times 2 will be 128. So for A, I would say my answer is 64 and 128. Now for B, I've got 1, and then a 1, and then a 2, and a 3, and a 5. So this looks like I'm adding 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, so I'm adding this front 2, so 8 plus 5 is 13, 13 plus 8 is going to be 21, so those will be the next two terms there. Alright, in C I've got a 1, and then a negative 2, and then a positive 2, and then a negative 1, and then a 4. So, let's see, multiplying 1 times a negative 2 will be a negative 2. Negative 2 times a negative 2 will be positive 4, so that can't be the case. My subtracting 1 minus 3 is negative 2. And then to get to positive, I'd have to add 4. And then from 2 to a negative 1. I'd have to subtract 3, and then from negative 1 to positive. Okay, so I think I see my pattern here. Each time, here I add 3, and then, or no, subtract 3, and then I add 4, and then subtract 3, and then I'm adding 4. And then do it again, 3 minus 3 is 0, yep, and then 0 plus 4, yeah. So after 4, I should subtract 3, so 4 minus 3 will be a negative 1. No, 4 minus 3 will be a positive 1. And then 1 plus 4 will be 5. So the next two digits there should be a 1 and a 5. Alright, example 3. A rule for the sequence in example 2a is a to the n equals 2 to the n. So find the 10th term of the sequence. That means I got to put a 10. So a to the 10th will equal and 2 to the 10th power. That's going to be 1024. Will be the 10th number in that sequence of multiplying by 2. So I'll have 2 times 2, so total of 10 of those. Keep going on and on here. Example 4, find the first 3 terms of the sequence given by the formula a to the n equals 1 plus 2n. So I can make a box here. First number, second number, and third number. And let's put those in. 1, so then we put in a 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So the answer to the first one would be 3. Next one, we put in a 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. And the next one we put in is a 3, because there's a 3 here, so we put in a 3. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So the third number would be 7. So the first 3 terms are 3, 5, and 7. Alright, example 5, the numbers in this sequence are sometimes called triangular numbers. Alright, so we see those triangular numbers, and you can see we've got a 1, and then a 3, and then a 6, and a 10, and a 15, and because if we stack up all the dots, they'll be triangular. And they even give us a formula, and that is a to the n equals n times n plus 1 over 2. And they want to know, find the 10th triangular number. So we can put in a 10 times 10 plus 1 divided by 2. 10 plus 1 will be 11. 11 times 10 will be 110 divided by 2 will equal 55. So the 10th triangular number will be 55. You'll have 55 dots, and you'll be able to create a triangle for that. That's it for today. You can get started on your practice set, 8th graders.